Hi, and welcome to my Day 5 Inktober drawing for the word build. And even though I prefer to show you my sketching and thought process at the same time, I've spent so much time today simply thinking what do I want to do and then looking up ideas and how do I want to best communicate visually the word build. And originally I wanted to show construction workers using Lego blocks instead of cinder blocks on a job site, so something that looked in some ways more realistic but then have the very bold colors of the Lego bricks instead of cinder blocks. But ultimately I decided on this idea, which is to show the progression of buildings, living dwellings, and places that people would occupy in a chronological order within North America, and particularly the United States. So I thought I could do something globally. There's just a lot of history, and I thought, there's just only so much room on this piece of paper. And this gave me a good focus for my ideas and thoughts. So I am actually just going to go ahead and ink over these ideas rather loosely. They are rather small drawings. This paper isn't very large, so I'll try to place my hand on the edge of this video, because for some reason whenever I see people's hands taking up a large amount of space in videos, I find it kind of strange. I'm not sure why. Maybe I feel like they're just way too close to me. Same thing with interviews on television. Somebody's face is just really taking up most of the screen. The camera's really zoomed in on them. Like they're just way too close. So, definitely want to avoid that in this video. And recently, while watching people's previous day videos and some preparation work for Inktober, I saw people who have been using ink with brushes, and as watercolor is my preferred painting choice, I thought, wow, that's really cool. Maybe I can do something like that. Since I enjoy watercolor so much, it'll probably be a lot more enjoyable than these ink pens, which I'm currently using. Which again, I like the Unival ink pens, but the Papermate Inkjoys, they're really old and they're a bit scratchy. That ballpoint really kind of scratches the surface of the paper. So definitely going to change my ink preference and change from the pens to the brush. But I'm going to try to stick with these for a little while. And again, there may be some inaccuracies in these, but it's generally just the idea of it I really like. As far as I know, there's no specific meaning for these symbols. Perhaps just the sun is what it is in my mind. I am interested to see what other people think of for this word. And definitely I would be using a ruler if I were, extremely concerned about the precision, the straightness of these lines, but I'm not. Again, mainly just the idea and the completion of these drawings. This ink definitely does not flow smoothly from these pens. Well, the other day I left them in the sun so they could kind of warm up and flow better. As the ink, in the ink joys does have a certain resistance, you can kind of change that by the temperature of the ink in the pen. The warmer it is, it'll kind of flow out easier. And since the Uniball pen that I'm using is a high ink flow, sometimes I don't really need that. So I'll try to go and actually refrigerate or freeze the pen for maybe 15 minutes. That does help a little bit. Just making the chimney here. Adjusting it for this log cabin. But ultimately I was pretty happy with this idea. And it was interesting to generally learn about different architectures and buildings at different times in human history. Today when I was researching all of these and trying to think of what exactly to do. Alrighty, to the next row. But since again I can't really enjoy a video where it's just someone inking things in, I think I may just conclude this video early and just having communicated some of my thoughts. and to show you the general idea of it here. So next we have the Empire State Building, and then followed by Tower 1. It's the final ones for build. And I'll show you my previous day's sketch here, which is freeze. So these are the two ideas that I sketched out, or the one on the left I sketched out on my previous video. Now I've inked them in, and that's how it turned out. I'm pretty pleased with the way it's turned out, and definitely seeing like how my drawing is changing day to day, and maybe styles or preferences and such. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.